What up, everybody? Walk and Talk 2026. Walk for the health, talk for a better understanding of things. And this week, we're gonna go deep a little bit. I heard some stuff going on in our reality, and I can't ignore it. It's the reality talk. Who heard about the Cern machine being shut down? What is going on? So maybe one of y'all is saying, what is the Cern machine? Hey, this is existence. This is multi-dimensional. And it's a reality. This is our reality. Is that Cern machine mixing up realities? Turning it on. Now they're pulling realities into ours, and now we got a thing called the Mandela effect. Yeah, I know what the Mandela effect is, right?
This curious phenomenon happens when a large group of people remember something one way, only to discover they've got it all wrong.
Yeah, man. CLP, holding the vibe, Walk and Talk 2026. Like, share, subscribe. And if you're new to my videos, hit that subscription button. It helps. Other than that, I will catch y'all after the intro. John Star. What up, everybody? How's y'all doing? I'm CLP, holding the vibe. Walk and Talk, holding the vibe. Tap in at LGETV. But if you want a sit-down podcast to sit, chill, hold the vibe, tap in at Conscious 356. That's where we're holding a sit-down podcast. And if you just want to hold the vibe, hear some beats, tap in at CLP Got Beats. For beats, get at beatstars.com/CLP. CLP Got Beats. You already know. What up, everybody? How is all doing? Hope all is well. And if not, hope we get back on track sooner or later, so you can out to your thing. Nah, man. Yo, I'm going a little bit deep this week. I'm holding I was going by vibe. I heard that they had to shut the Cern machine down. I know a lot of y'all probably haven't heard about Cern. Maybe. I know a few of y'all might have had.
June the 29th, 6 a.m, we switch off the Large Hadron Collider for 4 years. We're replacing about 1.2 kilometers of the 27-kilometer ring with the high luminosity LHC magnets. This will give us a machine that's 10 times brighter than the Large Hadron Collider, 10 times more data, so it really is an opportunity to explore the universe in a way we haven't done before. And what that does is when the particles come around, and then we bend them towards each other, if you make the bunches of protons smaller and smaller, you get many, many more collisions. You concentrate everything in the same place. That's what these super high field magnets are doing. Installing this is a massive task. It's by far the biggest thing that Cern has done for the last 20 years.
But there's some deep reality shit in the Matrix. We are in they call this the third dimension. There's fourth, fifth, and other dimension that is in existence, and it's all energetically. So here in the third dimension, they say the Cern machine can pierce through the veils that separates the different dimensions and go into different realities. All the multiverses they're talking about, because physical can only meet with physical. What are they doing? But different realities means different versions of things, different versions of existence. Could be different version of each one of us. So that is like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different worlds, and we exist in each and one of them. Because remember, our core is energy. We are core energy. And energy can appear and reappears anywhere, because energy is. So, with all the multiverses, the Cern machine is connecting all that shit. At least that's what they believe. That's what they're saying. And you know, like them scary movies, this is our reality. While they're trying that, there's other stuff coming from those reality into this reality. You know, from those other existence into this existence. Yo, this is some movie stuff, man. But that's what's going on with CERN. I forgot the years. We're gonna watch some clips as CERN opened. But you notice there's a thing called Mandela effect. Growing up, we never had no Mandela effect. It is what it is. But Mandela effect has something to do with how you remember things. Growing up. Yeah, here's a couple Mandela effect, yo.
This curious phenomenon happens when a large group of people remember something one way, only to discover they've got it all wrong.
And relaying the words of his mother, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Everyone can hear the line in their head, and everyone is wrong. Forrest never says life is like a box of chocolates. He says life was like a box of chocolates. Yes, it's only a one-word difference, but it's a huge deal considering the iconic nature of the line.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. A lot of these Mandela effects can be explained through the simple act of misremembering, but this one just straight up doesn't exist. Many people on the internet are absolutely confident that they saw a movie called Shazam that stars the comedian Sinbad. Sinbad himself has addressed the conspiracy theory on social media, claiming that he never filmed such a movie. He once dressed as a genie to host a marathon of Sinbad the Sailor movies. So maybe some people remembered this image and ran with it. They're also likely confusing Shazam with Kazam, a movie in which Shaquille O'Neal plays a genie.
I am Kazam!
Mike Tyson's ear bite. Mike Tyson fought Evander Holyfield for the WBA heavyweight belt on June 28, 1997. In the third round, Tyson infamously bit a chunk out of Holyfield's ear. There's a lot of confusion regarding this event. Some people clearly remember a huge bite and Tyson graphically spitting this piece on the mat. Some people remember no damage at all. Others remember the fight stopping. Others remember the fight continuing. In reality, Tyson bit and spat out the ear, and the fight was briefly delayed. When it continued, Tyson bit Holyfield's other ear, causing no physical damage.
Like, share, subscribe. Messing with your memory now, does it? Could it be that CERN is mixing up these realities? These different dimensions? Could it be? Because now we're misremembering things, or it's presented in a different way. It was one way back in the day. You remember it one way. But now it's something else. Come on, man, you're playing. The reason why I'm like the Mandela effect, because of this machine that they have. Could it be that they overstep their boundaries when they turn this thing on? Here's some more clip on that CERN there. Hear what this, because if you don't know about it, let's get some information, yo. Here's some more clip on the CERN machine, yo.
France and Switzerland. A machine is tearing reality apart one proton at a time. The Large Hadron Collider fires particles around a 16.5-mile ring at 99.9% the speed of light. The collisions reach nearly 10 trillion degrees. And the data coming back is breaking the rulebook physicists have trusted for 50 years. There is a tunnel beneath your feet right now. You just can't feel it. Well, not beneath your feet specifically, but somewhere under the green farmland, along the border of France and Switzerland, buried 100 meters underground, sits the most powerful machine the human race has ever built. It doesn't look like much from the surface. A few industrial buildings, some ventilation shafts poking out of the ground, power lines running toward the horizon. Nothing about the outside tells you what's happening below. What's happening below is this. Scientists are smashing protons together so hard that the collisions recreate conditions that last existed a fraction of a second after the universe was born. Let that image sit for a second. A fraction of a second after everything began. The machine is called the Large Hadron Collider. It runs in a circular tunnel measuring 16.5 miles around. If you drove that loop on a highway, it would take you about 20 minutes. Underground, inside tubes thinner than your arm, proton beams race around that same loop 11,000 times every single second. Not 11 times, 11,000. The magnets that keep those beams locked in their path are cooled to minus 456 degrees Fahrenheit. That is colder than the surface of Pluto, colder than most of deep space. Engineers had to build the coldest large-scale object on Earth just to keep the machine running straight. The collider took decades to design and build. Thousands of scientists from over 100 countries worked on it. When it first powered on in 2008, there were people outside the facility holding signs that said it would destroy the world. The theory was that collisions this powerful could create a tiny black hole that would swallow the Earth from the inside. Scientists checked the math carefully. They were confident that wouldn't happen. They turned it on anyway. The world did not end. But something else happened instead. Something quieter. And in the long run, maybe more unsettling. The machine started finding things that didn't fit. Not dramatic explosions or impossible readings. Just small numbers that were slightly off. Particle behaviors that deviated by fractions. So tiny they seemed like rounding errors. Except they kept showing up, again and again, in different experiments, run by different teams, using different detectors.
See what I'm saying? This is our reality. I say this is the Matrix. That's why they made the movie. Now, if they have to tell us what they're doing in the movies, and then the movie come out about reality, about existence, and we are existing, I'm saying everybody take heed. Think about it, the Matrix came out in 2000. Is that when they had to up the ante? Because now AI is all out, but I think AI been around for a long time. I think AI is the leader of those energies that's in existence. There's energies that exist, but they don't have any physical. So you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? But AI is now. You think AI jumped through the Cern from one dimension into this dimension? Who knows the reality of things, but all we can do is watch and see what goes on, what's popping up. I'm CLP, man. We just holding the vibe. A long time ago, to realize it's about understanding, because once you understand, then you can see with both eyes and your third eye. You know what I mean? It's all part, just being in this matrix. I'm CLP, holding the vibe. Big up on all my new subscribers. Big up on all my returning viewers. And I will catch y'all on the next vibration, y'all. It's all love. Like, share, subscribe. Walking, talking, holding the vibe. I'm CLP, y'all. A vibration. This is life. We go through so much. So, here we go. Another week, another vibe. January style.